Hello and welcome to the Goblin Ringleader podcast. I'm your host Jack, and today another standard grind back from MagicCon Chicago. Oh, got a playmat, got a shirt in the wall over there. Let's see if you can see this. Oh, wrong way, and then down. Perfect. Well, so that's the playmat we got, and we got some cool Yargle sleeves. Very nice. Gonna get a better webcam one day, I swear. Yargle sleeves, Yargle deck box. Overall, all in all, really fun day playing with Cole. Cole's upstairs resting up. We're going to be doing some standard grind and an EDH stream real quick. So let me just share my screen. And we will be off to the races. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. If you weren't able to make it out to MagicCon, I recorded a little live today, walking around the floor, looking at all the art. And then I'm going to be doing one again tomorrow. So if you want to jump, here we go. We'll be doing some goblins in standard. So we're just going to go full screen, jump back over to arena. I'll kind of just jump right into this. Play, literally play this one. We'll do this one, yes. And then we'll choose the deck. Will be the mono red list of awesomeness. Yes. Okay. Let's do it like this. Watch this. Make sure everything's working. Everything looks good. Check, check, check. Perfect. Been a minute. Computer's been fighting me recently, and it's starting to work better now. So fingers crossed everything's worked this stream. I send everybody good vibes out there. Send them right back, please. Okay, we got our water. We got our magic. Super happy. Deep breath. Make sure that the audio sounds good. Maybe the mic's a little bit too sensitive, but I'm also really quiet, so we'll see. Big thank you to everybody who stopped in and said hi when they saw me at MagicCon. Good to see my friends. Good to see people that I've only ever met online. Only met a couple people, but it was still really cool. And then we saw a lot of really, really, really cool people. We saw Brian Kibler. We saw Anna the Amazonian. Yeah. There was, we saw, we saw the Pro Tour players. We saw Seth Manfield in the Pro Tour area, which was really cool. Who else? We saw the guy, Gavin Verhey. Yeah, we saw Gavin doing signings. It was just a really cool event overall. And I really hope that, they're there again tomorrow, because me and Cole are going to go and we're going to try to, introduce ourselves and, shake some hands, take some photos. I think it'd be really fun. And we're in. All right, powerlifting trucker. Let's see what you got. I have a feeling that if you're powerlifting, you're probably not going to be that good at the magics. Because you got so much time to be powerlifting. This hand is bad, but I'm going to try it. We're going to bottom a 4-drop because we only have 2 lands. All right, opponent, show me bounce. Oh, I'm on the play. Good luck. Mountain Pass. So the question first that we have to ask ourselves is, do we want to play this Seer Slicer or this Horde Master? And if my opponent's playing Swift Spear, I definitely want to get this Lord down, because I can go Lord into a Squee and attack for 5. They could just be hell-bent on racing, and I have no issue with racing. If you're just trying to turn your creatures sideways, I have no issue with racing. One of my favorite things to do in Magic is go fast, go burr. All right. This is an attack for 6. They'll be at 14. And I think I outpace them next turn when I play my Lord. Okay, they're playing goblins too. All right. I like this. Do it again. Just 5. Okay, we got our own Bastronaut. We could play a Bastronaut, play a Seer Slicer. I like that. Let's go to combat. Swing for 7. Probably kill the Lord. If they kill the Lord, yeah. See, now we're winning the race. Play a Bastronaut of our own. And a Seer Slicer Goblin. End step, make a guy. Pass it over. Opponent. Screaming Nemesis is fine. So they have another Monstrous Rage. They were thinking about whether or not to use it. That's probably the worst block. It gets +3. This is 6. Tramples for 4. Prowess trigger 3, 4. But if I put this here, only tramples for 1. Alternatively, we could go here, here. They go here. This is 4. No damage is taken. Prowess trigger 3. If they still Monstrous Rage here, the Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, I think that's how they get me because it's damage. So I should have blocked the Swift Spear. If I block the Swift Spear, we have the same math, but then they don't get the Screaming Nemesis trigger. Yeah, I should have just thought a little bit longer. Well, that's why I punt, because you don't have to. You just gotta watch and learn from my mistakes. I think all of this is good. And we're just gonna take out all the Painter Studios and Kratos. And that's a clean swap. We just bring in a butt ton of removal. Hey, what's up, Tim? How you doing, boss? Oh, it was a long day at MagicCon. Walked around, talked to artists, bought prints, got things signed. It was a really cool day, though. First Saturday at MagicCon, and it was literally awesome. So, how was your day, bro? I think because they played the Bastronaut first, I want to give the Seer Slicer down no matter what. Probably a Pyroclasm. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attack. They're going to not trade. So I'm going to take this action and ping. Then I'll play a Seer Slicer. And I'll make my dude back. And it's like nothing ever happened. What's up? What's up, Alex? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, it was a great day at MagicCon. We got some crazy whiteboarder cards. We got the Duelists Convocation International. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not at all. And yeah, that's a DCI membership card as the art. It's pretty hot. Let me read the text of this real quick. So it's 3 mana for an enchantment. When Duelist's Convocation International enters the battlefield, choose a 10-digit number at random, write it down. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell that shares a mana value with one or more of the uncrossed digits in the chosen number, cross out one of those digits, then you draw a card. If all 10 digits are crossed out, you then win the game. It's a 3-mana enchantment. You just got to cast a 1 through 10 CMC and play a land, and you win. My opponent's not attacking. This is weird. I think I... So I go to combat. Just attack with this. Okay. Now I go Firebrand. Sack to ping. And the turn, get the guy back. Now they're going to Pyroclasm. Screaming Nemesis is fine. I can still raise. It's on block, so they don't feel safe. Which makes sense. Really don't want to attack into this Screaming Nemesis. So I'm just going to play this and pass. Sure. Yeah, it was dope. Me and Cole had our first con ever, and it was dope. No blocks. I think we can race. We just gotta draw one of our removal spells. Yeah, or a land. These are 3 separate instances of one. It's like a mini Pyroclasm. I think I win this when I draw land. Because I don't care about that. Or that. Oh, okay. Thank F. The issue is the Howl Squad Heavy has to attack. The Squee doesn't, so we just play Squee. If we attack with Squee in the ones, they have 1 instance of a damage. And then I can kill it. I think I like that. So we attack like this, make a dude. I should have just attacked with 1 token. That was a throwaway. Oh, I didn't even have to attack with any of the tokens. Super ultra mega throwaway. Okay. So we can go ping here. Yeah, shoot a Seer Slicer. Oh, this is going to let them kill both my Seer Slicers. I guess that has to be okay. Trade with the Emberheart Challenger. It's not looking good for the goblins. Then the last thing that remains is Whale. Yeah, definitely didn't play this right. I mean, this deck looks really good. Thank you, Torch. Thank you. I appreciate your effort. I'm going to play a Squee and do the goblin thing. I want to attack. And then I'm going to concede. Good game. Burst lightning. Oh, yeah. Good shit. All right, well played, opponent. All right. Well, sometimes when you're in a tournament, you got to take your loss early. Yeah, it's a very good point. Honestly, I think that's why maybe Twisted Fealty is so good, because there's some cards like that where we just can't beat it. So if we just borrow it for one turn, that gives us a window to like not, they don't get to do what they did, because like it's almost like we shouldn't have attacked. It's almost like we should just let them keep nugging us for 3 every turn and then wait till we get a Lord. The issue is then if we ever do attack and their Screaming Nemesis blocks, the more damage is a bad thing because it just means that we get burned faster. So, food for thought, things to consider in the future. Waiting on the opponent to take their turn. Opponent goes first and we go burn, burn, burn. I think I go Mountain, Astronaut, Mountain, Horde, Master, Mountain, Screed. Off the top, please. Okay, Mono Red seems like it's being played a decent amount right now. Listening to everybody, it's true. Everybody, when they were interviewed about their deck list after the Pro Tour, they were like, what deck do you not want to play against? And every single person said Mono Red. So I guess all the people on the arena are like, no, I know what deck I'm playing now. Yeah. Heartfire's pretty good. I was going to say, this shows me it's a bluff because they didn't attack with the Heartfire hero. If you're going to bluff, you have to bluff it all the way. Sure. Although that's not the right target. Jesus Christ. This was the death trigger? Definitely have a torch. Or maybe that was their torch. That could be it. If I draw a land, it's pretty good. Another 1-drop, yep. Yeah, I rotated back to trying them recently. I agree, they're not great. But I was playing them usually because I couldn't just find Scorching Shot. Scorching Shot's just really good in general, but it's just hard to find it. And then I found them recently in my bag. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just play Crinkle as a blocker. I could. Kind of want to play another Lord. And play this Firebrand. Just attack with this one. Attack for 7, just 2 creatures. And then I'll pass. So if they use their Rockfire Village to target their Heartfire hero, we let that happen because that's going to be a bluff. Oh, never mind. I take it all back. This game's over. I would like to shoot your Heartfire hero in response. I'll take 1, but you will not get a counter and a double strike and a trample. So I can eat here and eat here and eat here. Double Lord is real good. Definitely play this House Squad heavy. Play a Burnout Bastion. Okay. Bring in the Screaming Nemesises and probably the Twisted Fealties. And towards the towers and the uprights. I actually don't like Twisted Fealties. Painter Studio we can cut because we want interaction. A 4-drop's really not going to get us there on the draw ever. We just got to be realistic about this. On the play, we can cast our Krenko and untap with it the next turn, but to get to turn 5 against red means that we did everything right. And if we have a 4-drop in our hand, it's really hard to do that. This hand's great. Bottom, the 3 draws the board in the box, though. It's the board in the box. Oh, you could flood. I think on the draw, like putting the land on the bottom. These are our creatures. These are our threats. These are our lands. We want a mountain off the top. That works. Torch. Fealty is like okay. It's like in this matchup, it's mid. Like if I was expecting my opponent to board in a bunch of Screaming Nemesises, which is what I do, and which I think the last match did, or they could have had him in the main, then I think Twisted Fealty is like worth considering because that's what I felt like I learned from last match. But then when I really thought about it, this is the mice deck. This last match was like just like mono red aggro. It was just like all the fast cards from the format. This is like a specific niche. So I feel like this is like the the Bloomburrow set deck, and against them, taking their mice is not as good as just killing their mice. Against the Screaming Nemesis, though, like you saw how like back and forth, like and close the games were in like life totals. A Twisted Fealty in that matchup would be better. So that's why we ultimately didn't bring it in. But it's really close, and it's like a consideration of what cards you see and what cards you feel like you can't deal with. Opponent's really stressed out. Wow. So my opponent might be in the bathroom. Or they might be scared of facing Krenko. Some people just get scared of Krenko, and I understand. He's the mob boss. It's kind of intimidating. I don't agree with his tactics, but he gets the job done. Yeah, it unfortunately looks like we're going to be winning this one by a rope, which is not the way that we want this to be done. Much rather play Magic. Yeah. GG's opponent. Well, sometimes you win with highly effective sideboard cards, and sometimes you win with your opponent doing nothing for too many minutes. Well, 1-1. I hate to take your W's like that, but sometimes you gotta take your W's like that. We got 2 Dorettis from the new set. Boom. From the collector boosters that we pulled. And I will say, I think that a Doretti brew is in order. We could definitely, starting this week, do some crazy stuff with different Goblins cards. We know what the core deck is. We know how to do well with that deck. I think we kind of just... bottom of land? Yeah. I think that we kind of just have to be okay with brewing. And I think that Boomobile, Doretti... there's just so many good artifact cards that we can do. Yeah, aren't they really hot? Yeah, this is the foil Boomobile. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, Boommobile's really cool. Okay, definitely getting rid of this 3-drop. Although I should have definitely kept it now, but we don't know until we know. And now we know. Make another guy. If they can't kill that guy right away, they're in trouble. It might be the reason that they die. Nurturing pixie, make me discard a land. I will discard this cavern. Oh, isn't that grand? I still draw the land. Oh, isn't it grand? Oh, isn't it grand? I'll load up my guys, and I'll go to attacks, and I will attack you for 4. Block and trade and get you to 13 and make the guy back. It's like I didn't lost anything. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if you're not having fun, no one is. So have fun. You deserve it. They deal themselves a damage. That doesn't feel good. Play a pixie to pick it back up. Whew. Well, this is pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Blocks and blocks take 4. What? I am confused. Bewildered even. Opponent realizes even if they leave it blocks, they die. That's crazy. So against the Pixie deck, I think we don't really change much. Probably trim 2 Krenkos and trim a Painter's Studio. And we play like 2 Lithomantic Barrages. No, we could just play 3 Screaming Nemesis. I kind of like... Let's cut our Krenkos for Screaming Nemesis. And we can just trim another Painter's Studio. We can play 2 Lithomantics. And that's a bunch of different ways to kill a creature that has a Shelter by Ghosts on it. Okay, this sounds great. They make us discard a card. We discard the Screaming Nemesis or the second Bastronaut. I kind of like the second Bastronaut. We like all of our other cards, and if we hit our 3rd land drop, which we did, then it's really good. So we go Bastronaut, first turn. They kill it for sure. What? Opponent, you're supposed to kill it. They must not have gotten the memo. Cavern on Goblin. Play a Firebrand. Go to combat. Swing. For 1. Pass. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Definitely gonna discard this Raceway. I'll take 3, that's fine. And now we just slam this. Pixie's good. That's fine. I think I'm gonna shoot a prowess token. No, I'm not scared, right? No, I'm scared in the air. So let's kill the Pixie before the trigger resolves. Because I really don't want that to happen. Now they can make me discard something, that's fine. I'll go to 9 after the attack with the Pixie. Pitch the Lithomantic. Yeah. Kind of have to be okay with the otters. This thing has to attack, and it will. I'll go to max speed. Give me double strike. Okay. 2 in the air is fine. That's why we had to kill the other one. Oh, ninjutsu, eh? So it's 3 unblocked. That's really good. They can tap something down, 2 stun counters. But this means that they don't have the unblockable flyer next turn. So I think that's actually better for me, as crazy as that sounds. I'll go to combat first. This and the Bastronaut are going to go at Kaido. Because I have double blockers back. Kaido's dead. Play Scamp. Play Scamp. Pass it over. Oh, I'm at 2. I'm so silly. Such a silly jack. Yeah. Very well played, opponent. I was thinking I had one more turn because of the Pixie, but yeah, no, the Hopeless Nightmare is just burn. Yeah. Silly jack. Okay. Well, we're going to be on the play for game 3. The barrage wasn't the greatest, but I think they were fine. I don't know. If that Screaming Nemesis was a Krenko, is that better? I think being able to like live off 3 lands was really important that game, so I think it's okay the way that we played it. Opponent just played to their outs, and they had the aggressive slant. I guess trading with that first otter was really important. Taking that 3 damage would have helped. Stabilize later. This is great. Bottom. It's gotta be Scamp, right? No, because yeah, do it like this. This is evasion. This can kill. Oh, but I'm on the draw. Pixie matchup is probably really close. It depends on like the build. If they're playing blue black, I would say it's a lot better. If they're playing Esper Pixie, it's probably worse. If they're playing main, so it's like blue black, I would say is 70-30 us. Very good. They play a lot of like cards that don't interact well with goblins. Then we have Esper, traditional Esper, which I would say is probably 60-40 us. They play cards that really don't do anything versus us. And we have a lot of like really resilient threats. And then there's like Esper Pixie that play main deck Sheltered by Ghosts, and like those decks we really struggle against. And that's like a specific build of Pixie, right? Like those same decks often usually have a temporary lockdown in the sideboard too. And so I would say that matchup's like probably like 40-60 against us. But I would say those decks are really rare. And I feel like most Pixie decks, we do have a very favorable matchup against. Because we just go wide and we just have resiliency and yeah. Like Seer Slicer is a hell of a card, Squee is a hell of a card, and Howl Squad Heavy is also a hell of a card. All three of those cards go so wide. And with Kranko, obviously, you go so wide, it's crazy. Death Trigger is probably the Mountain. Yeah, and the uncastable spell. I would not like to proliferate. I've done this before. But yeah, I feel like Goblins has a really good matchup against the meta. Meta. You're gonna beat me to death with a Restless Anchorage. Well, it's usually a sign they don't have anything. Here's a 2/3. This 2/3 makes my other spells a lot more powerful. I would say we also have a really good matchup versus Mono Red. Gruul is even better for us. Mono Red is like a little bit harder because we just have to purely race and it depends on draws. But like against Gruul, we can play to like a board stall and then we can just go super, super wide. And usually that's good enough. Mapping up the Restless Anchorage. It's gonna go fast. Painter Studio. No one drops. Combat. 12. I mean, I don't know if I can outrace this thing. I totally can. Just need one land off the top. Never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. It's gonna be the best day of my life. Okay, not a land. We are fine, super grand, yeah. We can still just play this. We can still just play this, yeah. And then we kill this, yeah. And then we're okay, yeah. And then we're just fine, yeah. And then we're okay, yeah. And then we're just fine, yeah. I'm probably gonna scry. Scry. You got to scry. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're looking for a Kranko. No. We can do this. And then that though. And then I'll pass. No. Please unsummon my painters. Please unsummon the painter studio. I would love to draw 2 more cards. Destroy an enchantment. Okay. Another this tone. I love it. We can draw something crazy. I don't know if any of our draws get us out of this now, and the dropkick plus land is not the right turn for winning. Looks like we're going to pick up our second loss here, and then we're going to have to fight back for a 3-2, which is right where I want to be. That's exactly how I like to play Magic. I was wrong. I couldn't race a Restless Anchorage. Wow, that's insane. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you're not able to get through. But we take a deep breath. We reset. We jump right back in. 2 more. And we can just we can play against, let's see. We want to play against like control twice. So whatever the control deck in this format looks like right now, whether it's blue-white, I'll play against straight blue-white. It's been a while since I played it against straight blue-white. I would like to play first. This is a hand with cards. Go turn 1 mountain, turn 2 raceway. Go to 2 speed on 2. Decline. Mountain. Housewood heavy. Combat, attack. Pass it over. No, I would not like to do this thing. At least not right now. Come back to me in a little bit. Alrighty. Petrify. You're petrifying my house quite heavy? Is that where we are, Lord? Am I down here with a petrified house quite heavy? What have I done to deserve this? Combat. Attack. Curse smack. And then I'm at the max speed, but I can't be doing anything. If I didn't attack with a house squad heavy, I would have been great because I could have played the Dropkick Bomber in the Painter Studio A. However, that really plays into a Wrath of God, which I feel is like what they got in their hand. Oh, hell no. You what? You what? You're doing what to my what? Just give me damage. Just give me damage and then give me damage and then just I don't know what's happening. We're just turning creatures sideways. I don't know. We're like gonna go to this. My opponent's name is Smoke. My opponent's name is Smoke. Out of respect for my opponent's name. Okay, opponent. I'll give you this one. All right, opponent. I have a feeling that this is going to be petrified. But that's fine, because it makes 1/1s. Petrified, opponent. Okay. This is a new card. 3 mana, 3/2. Trample and creatures. If you control another outlaw, create a treasure. I think I figured out what's happening. My opponent is playing events to try to get more gems so that they can get more cards. And I am playing events to try to practice for RCQs. And I feel very bad. Yeah. I'll get rid of you, dude. Get my guys back. Slowly, one at a time. I have 4 mana this turn, so I can go to face gallery. Unlock. Attack for 3. They eat it. They're making sure I'm tapped out. I don't have anything that can do some weird shit. And they're right. I'm tapped out. I cannot do quote unquote weird shit. I just lose my guy. But I get it back. And I'm a red deck. And you could technically have not blocked. You could always make that misplay. You could fear something that doesn't exist and make an irrational decision. And so sometimes when you're playing red, it's not to lean on your opponent, right? But you just like give them a lot of decisions to make, right? It's not, there's a difference between leaning on your opponent and trying to make them make a mistake and making sure that all of the way that you play the game is giving them a bunch of different decisions to make. And when you give them more choices, like give them more creatures to attack with and more things in combat, they have to think more. Like here, right? Like they blocked and they realize that they're very free from my 1/1s because they get to untap it, so they get aggressive. And this might work in my favor in the future. Now I go another Lord. And now I go a hasty dude. And then I go combat. Attack with you and you. These are both 4s. Now they really don't want to block. And second main, I get to play another creature. And I get to get another creature, which makes the trade feel like the worst thing in the world for them. Guardian of the Great Door. Squee. I get this one flying. And then I get this one flying. And hear me out. I get this one flying. Then I go to combat. And I attack with my flyers. And this dude. And they're all 4s. Like, the ones are 4s. And then the 2s are 5s. And everything is kind of shit. Because their 4 has to trade. And their 4, yeah. The issue is GG's. Good game, opponent. Well, not a lot to talk about in that match, obviously. Respect to my opponent for grinding events to get packs and gems, because you have to. Now, I feel bad for grinding events to get packs and gems, because I feel like more people like that are doing it. But then I remember there's Esper Pixie players in here, and I'm like, no, F it. I'm going to take these gems from those Esper Pixie players, 1,000%. That's what we're goblins for. The goblins are here to take from the Esper Pixie players, who are bullying on all the homebrew guys. There's a food chain here. And I'm not saying goblins are at the top, but goblins are at the top. It's an unnatural hierarchy. We've worked really hard to be here. All right. Wow, last match we get to be on the play. Afterburner expert in foils is so hot. Goblin. Here's my one dude. Attacky. Guess I should have played a scamp. The face gallery kind of just pushes the point. They have to kill this now. They waited for me to be tapped so I couldn't sack it to ping them for 1. That's why I should have led with Scamp, because if they have like removal, Scamp's a little bit better. Okay, so this might just be Pixie. Ooh, is this old school Demir? I love playing against old school Demir. It's really good for us. Yeah, if I see old school Demir, I'm like so happy. I'm like, oh, this match is over. Goblin. Astronaut. Astronaut. Scamp. Opponent's holding up interaction. Unlock. We'll go to combat first. Hold up a bunch of mana. Do some dumb things. Damage is good. Kill one of them? Sure. $17.15 when I shoot you. Then we go unlock. Get 2 lands out of there. Pass the turn. Children's fine. That's not. I can't say that's fine. Nemesis still just 2, but it has Menace. One more turn and we'll be good. I should have played the... But I want him to start making Mirrex tokens for sure. Because if they attack, we're in a really good spot. Never mind. Yeah. Mirrex. I'll make a Mirrex token. Very interesting. I can give it 5. 1, 2, 3. No, I can give it 4 tough. 4 power right now. Oh, 5 with the thing. So we'll attack like this. And they're just gonna kill it at the end. That just makes sense. They go to 13, but they gain that life back. What we really need is a Krenko off the top. If we're just here with the Krenko, I think we're fine. Sometimes you take the variance, and we're definitely taking the variance. They're like, I don't want to get any more infect. Oh, I'll draw for sure. Oh, it's a 1 drop. It's okay. Oh, and it burns me? Wow. Opponent's got pretty good synergy in their deck. It's almost like it's a tier deck or something. I'm not sure. Good game. So this is a matchup where we kind of want something like Scorching Shot, but we don't have it. This is like a Screaming Nemesis matchup and a Twisted Fealty matchup, really. Painter Studios, okay. Really, we kind of just want to do exactly what we did, but less lands. We still only played 23. We didn't go up to like 30. We'll trim a Krenko. We'll trim a Painter Studio. And we don't really need the 3rd Screaming Nemesis. It's a good blocker. It's a good attacker. It's a little bit better than like on average our other spells. Much better. This was a Painter Studio. It would have been better, but it's fine. Play this. We need land, and we're fine. We got this. I believe in us. It makes sense if this dies. I can understand where you're coming from if you kill it. But they're probably just going to tap it down with a 2-1. Yeah. Because then I can't attack with my 1. No attacks. Can we get a land? I would like to ask. Can I get a land off the top of my deck? They're going to be like attack. And then put a Kaido in. Then put a Kaido in. No. Shuffle the Screaming Nemesis in. This would be weird. that would mean they really don't have a lot of other interaction. Okay, so they're not doing that. I'm gonna go play a haste dude. Play a lord. Go to combat. This is a good attack. Drowner to tap down the firebrand. Targeting the lord. They want to get rid of the lord. So they're going to land, go for the throw of the screaming nemesis, put the dropkick bomber in your deck. But I'll do that all after attacking for 4. No blocks. Shuffle the dropkick in. No go for the throat though. Painter Studio. Try to keep building. No lands. That's fine. Trade off with the 2/2. Go for the throat? No. They keep holding this up, but I don't know what they're waiting for. Okay, so the land is off the death trigger. Gix's command is fine. I got a death trigger. Another land's gone. Okay, 3 lands in a row is kind of what we needed actually. Play the squee, unlock the deface gallery, and then attack for 5. Put them to 9. Activate the Soul Stone Sanctuary. As soon as they finished drawing, they looked at their Soulstone Sanctuary. So I think they're trying to figure out if they can use it as an effective blocker, because their hand might be really bad. Or that was a really good bluff. We're going to go to combat. Attack. Flash in the Curiosity, probably. If I had to guess. Nowhere to run the squee. Don't have enough mana to activate the other thing. Still get the 3 1/1s that become 2/2s. And they have the Curiosity, okay. I'm kind of fine with this because now I just get to go like escape my squee right now. No. We're going to play Krenko. They have to kill Krenko. And then I escape my squee next turn because it is haste. The only way this gets punished is if the squee gets exiled. Attack. Do it. I'll do it. I will take 4. 10. I bled. It is a bounce spell. It is a bounce spell. Goblin, yeah. Uncounterable squee. Please kill this thing. Please, please, please. I feel like you have died. You have died. I think. A bounce. Okay, cut down's fine. Didn't tap Krenko when I had 3, which is very dumb. So, or when I had 4. Now I can only get 3, which is fine. They don't block, which is fascinating. Preacher's fine. They tap their Soulstone Sanctuary. So even if they have land, they can't go land, activate Soulstone. Tidebinder the Krenko, okay. It's just a 3/3 now with that ability. But then I get this guy in play and I go to combat and I attack with 4. Yes. That was so close. Okay, Krenko really carried the day there. The Screaming Nemesis was okay. I think we kind of just want to do like the main game plan. Screaming Nemesis didn't really feel the greatest. The haste creature's good, but against this deck we kind of just want to go super wide. Having the 3/3 just die didn't feel great, like the greatest. I wish it was a Painter Studio. This hand's okay. We need to draw some heavy hitters, but we'll be fine because we have a Scamper to a Seer Slicer. Not what we wanted to see right off the bat. This is pseudo unblockable by 1 creature, so play like that. Hold our damage back. Combat. Okay. Play the land, play the Scamp. Play the Firebrand. Ping ya, dude. Pass it over to you. The only way that line was punished was if they play a Spyglass Siren and crack a map immediately. We would have wanted to leave the dude up to it to block. Here, this is 2, 3, 4. They might not block. Do I trade 4 cards for this Preacher? Probably. That's how good 4 toughness is. 4 toughness is this good in the format. I have to waste 3 cards to deal with it. Like flash in another creature. They're just like, they're thinking about stuff, and I don't know why they wouldn't be just using the removal if they had it. They let it double trigger. Okay, they have Tidebinder. Yeah, so it's a creature. That makes sense. It's a creature that interacts. That's why they're so confused. They can't really attack with it ever. The Bastronaut gets through 1 creature. Best draw. Guaranteed best draw. Combat to get your bomb back. I guess this trades, and that's fine. I'd rather get it off the battlefield. Although if they kill my lord, it still trades. But then it only gives me 1 death trigger then. Painter Studio. Yeah, it's good. That's a good lord. But there could be like another one on top. Block a 1/1. I guess I should have. No, Lord Before Combat's good. If they have nothing, then that's the best way to do it. Definitely should have paid 2. I have no cards in hand, so that was just a blunder. Okay. Jam this. Beginning combat, get the guy. So this one, these. Enduring Curiosity. That's fine. Block 2 1/1s. Double block up Astronaut, perhaps. They definitely have a Gix's command next turn. It's probably why they kept the slower hand, because they were relying on the board wipe to catch things up. Night! Well, that's a crazy block. I guess they're scared of the double strike next turn. Get a guy. It's also a block that keeps their Tashanas alive, which makes sense. Best draw here by far is a Krenko. Glad we took the Screaming Nemesis out, because if we drew Screaming Nemesis here, I would be a Screaming Nemesis. That's pretty bad. Oh, and the phone died. Okay, we drew the Mountain. So we're going to bluff. Combat, get a free guy. This one. I guess we really lose to a second Enduring Curiosity if we swing out with all the dudes that want to attack. So I think it's really not worth it. Play land. Get the guy back. Pass it over. There it is. This is really close. Yeah, they definitely have the Gix's command. And lifelink puts them to 18. And I think that's game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty good. The good old Spyglass Siren. Well, at least I can kill that. Good game. Well, that's what I get for saying that I had a Demir matchup. Sometimes you say that you have a good matchup and then you play the version that has Tidebinders. I think the main deck Tidebinders was the best build of this deck, and this deck is really good when they have Tidebinders because you can just randomly turn people off of like their game-winning triggers. I.e. Sear Slicer. If I have double Sear Slicer there, I think I just win the game. But good games of point, well played, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But that's why you got Brawl. You can always go back and play some Brawl. Boom. Brawling up. Probably going to play like 3 or 4 games of Brawl and then just crash because I'm so dead. Magicon really took it out of me. Everything's still working. Everything looks good. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you. Big chillin'. Yeah, this is a decent hand. We draw 3 lands in 6 turns. We can cast our Muxus, which I think is a good rate. And we're playing against a Lurrus deck, which means that we'll probably be playing against a lot of artifacts. So this Trash Master is going to be pretty decent. And it's aggressive. It's probably an aggressive deck. There's the lands we need, so keep those lands coming. This is the cool thing. If you build the deck like this, super top end heavy, you want to flood. Alter Dementia. Hello. Here's a 2-1 with haste. We're just gonna go attacking. Attacking and smacking the Kraken. Oh my. A Cursed Marauder kills my guy. But they get 2 trigger on the stack. Mill me? Mill themselves. A Stitcher Supplier. Oh, it's because they got a Lurrus. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I mean, that's pretty good. Lurrus is their legend. So we're going to get this Impact Tremors into play and pass. Probably going to get pathed. If I had to guess. If I had to guess, it's gonna die. It's gonna die. I understand why. Please just let it die. They paid 3 life. That's fine. Then they play the stalker. That's pretty fucking scary. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sewed a bunch of skiing together. Play land. Play 4 mana. Just play a Trash Master. It's a 3/3. Can shatter your altar if I need to. Next turn I can play my General Create again. The Dust Bowl. That's Wasteland. But you can sack other lands, which is pretty cool. So that's good. Well, in response, I should have killed the altar. I'm so dumb. I am such a dumb boy. Such a dumb boy. I am such a dumb boy. It's late. That's what my brain don't work no more. Flesh Taker. Why can't you be Life Giver? I'm joking, I understand. Wait, but doesn't that work against them now? Yes. Yes, it does. So I can go this card. Let's go Double Lord. Not quite scared of any of these cards, I don't think. The Accursed Marauder just trades with my Dropkick Bomber, and I keep my Horde Master. Wow. I mean, that's really risky for them to just pass it over to me. But I can understand it. I think I'm just going to play General Create. The Boltbringer. Thank you for having Urberg. Yeah, sorry about the Dust Bowl not doing much here. It will probably die now. It will die. And then I make a 3-3, and then I ping you 1 diamond. Now you're at 20. I think that you might die. Okay. Yeah, we're big chilling. I understand, opponent, you have a lot of choices. Yeah, that makes sense. Land? Yeah, that's a good card. Bitter Blossom's really good. Oh, baby, we did the thing. Play the squeeze. We'll save the Muxus for when we need to rebuild. Play the Goblin Bombardment. Play the Firebrand. GG's. Well played, opponent. Okay, probably got 2 more left in me. And then what time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, probably do 1 or 2 more. That was the first one. I could do 2 more. We just gotta win fast. That's easy. We can win fast for goblins. Deep breath. Reset. Yeah, play elves. Come on. I got a goblin bombardment. Oh my god, I called it! That I can play against you. Oh my god, I was just about to say. This hand is literally nasty against elves. These cards do nothing. But these cards will be evil. Quite evil. Boom. Play a goblin bombardment. Mm-hmm. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Goblins, sharks, goblins, sharks, goblin sharks, goblin sharks, goblin sharks, goblin sharks. I'll just slam it Screaming Nemesis and start beating. We don't really have an answer for this. Nothing really bad happens. If they block, they just take an extra 2 instead of 3. Thinking that we gotta kill the Merowin. It's with this fear fire foes. It's gonna be really dumb. So yeah, Merowin gets a trigger. Go to mine. And now we can go. Yo, come on in. Get your chair. We're live. We're doing Brawl Goblins. Playing up against Merowin, the Nurturer.
Some brawling.
Yeah, so right now they got this board, right? But this card called Fearfire Foes is bad.
Ooh,
it's real bad.
but it's good.
Oh, it's so good. Yo, just tilt this a little bit.
You're about to, for 3 mana, you're about to Plague Window.
And then hit them with a bunch. Hiya! I couldn't even hit that Paradise Druid because it had hexproof. I guess it was tapped, but still.
True.
Attack. Yeah, do you know what General Kriad?
How do you rebuild from this, home dog?
Do you know what General Kriad does?
We don't. Whenever one of our goblins you control attack. Attacking whenever another creature you control enters. Oh.
It's impact tremors on your Rabble Master.
Yeah.
So Legacy, this card's done. Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay, they give their permanents back. They gave me a land. That's fine.
Okay.
So they're gonna
Oh,
rebuild.
no lands though. Do we get another land here? Oh, they're landless. So honestly, making sure they kill that mystic is a good idea. No, not. Oh no! And they can kill their Lanny E2. Nice. It's like block it anyway. Yeah. Smart. Save the image. Damn, that's crazy.
So bad.
Play third land. Play that land. And you know, Nick, this is like their only non-basic land in their whole deck.
They're like, fuck you. Okay, heard a banger. Okay, yes. Oh my god. And then I can cast both these next turn.
And they'll be dead.
They'll be dead. Well, Brawl is kind of crazy because you just like play like kind of like standard, but you just play like also the historic cards. So like aggravated assault is really dumb. Yeah, just play a bunch of random stuff. Paradise Druid. Okay, now we get to do some really stupid things. So we go General Create for 2 mana, Breaches, ETB, make a dude, go to combat, attack with everything. I would like to make this not block, and then I would like to make top card. Brothers in it's cool. When the dude enters, I get another dude, and then I go to blocks. I get 3 from this then. Okay. We're gonna go turn and set out. Anything. Sometimes you turn and set out their thing, so then your Screaming Gnosis gets more damage, which is crazy. Hiya!
Goodbye.
I was literally before the match started. I was like, "Oh, I'm playing against Merowyn. I feel like this is gonna be a good matchup because I have a Goblin Barb in my deck." And it was in my opening hand, and I was like, "Ugh." Also,
I mean, the Fear Fire foes.
Also, I had Fear Fire.
That one hurt the soul.
Can I show you what a standard game looks like?
Yeah, go for it.
From this side. Boom. We have all these different builds of goblins, but this is the one that we can play in Rakdos Fish.
What's the fish reference?
Someone who's an old grinder used to, or told me that goblins used, like old school goblins would put down Rakdos or like mono red fish, because it was just a joke.
Okay, so
like,
that's what I was referencing. I get it.
Yeah, it was like Merfolk is like was a more competitive deck, so it was like oh, or whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4 with the lands to cast them.
I don't know.
Hell yeah! And we're starting engines on 1. Let's go.
Okay, this is our hardest
Carrot
matchup.
cake, but we got a menace creature.
This will be our hardest matchup by far. It's a caretaker's talent deck for sure. So we go they're tapped out, so it doesn't really matter because we can just F6 basically. Get the dude, pass it over.
This could be a good play with House Squad for sure.
As long as they don't have theoretically, as long as they don't have a 4 mana board wipe or a split up, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I really don't want to play into.
I think you play heavy and then you don't play Krenko into a Sunfall.
Yeah, just hold it.
What does the Raceway do?
It gives something nice to the max speed, so that's perfect.
Nice. They might just be able to sack Caretaker's Talent. So
exactly.
Or sack Carrot Cake.
And in that case, we don't want to play scared.
Well, exactly. That's all they're doing. They might have like the 1 mana. Smite. Deal 3, yeah.
In which case, they trade with both my tokens and smite my Bastronaut. As is.
Okay. Speed increasing.
And we'll replace that token twice over with the Howl Squad and Seer Slicer together.
Nice. Okay. 4 mana. What do we got?
Opponent?
Caretaker. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel it. I could feel it coming. No, we're just gonna play the Krinko. Goblin.
Yeah.
Slam this.
That's fair. And they're like, if they want a 1-for-1 the Sunfall, that's fine.
Well, they're gonna get lost at like 1,000 times over. Probably get lost. And if they Sunfall, that's like best case scenario. But I
That's
feel
a good
like
point.
they probably just have like 2 mana removal,
Yeah.
which CX, but it's the reality of this deck. Caretakers is so strong.
Yeah, I'd be taking one more draw step and packing it in after they show you like a way to stabilize, because this is definitely not looking good.
I mean, the Merrick's is their way of killing me.
That's terrible.
Also that.
At least it's going to kill you pretty fast, which is good. Okay, well, live draws off the top all the way through.
Slam this. Slam this.
Oh, that
Leave
was
up a red to threaten.
not the worst.
Offer triple trade. Do you want to trades?
The trades? It's got to be a pretty heavy consideration for sure. But you're at 20, so it's like might as well be able to take the
This tells me they have a Sunfall.
fair. Totes fair.
Because now they want a 6/6. I'll split
Split
up.
up, sure.
I love you, Bastronaut. I love you. Bastronaut, no!
Barely knew you.
Back to 20. Okay, that's not good. Well, now I can at least play this. And then give it haste.
Why not, dude? This is the truth.
Vroom!
We will kill you.
You do not know what hell you hath wrought.
It might have made a little bit more sense just to leave it back, see how many cards in yard.
4.
So then, yeah, that would have given your 4th to escape with Squee.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that
Block, so maybe don't attack this turn.
No, I'm hoping that they're gonna kill it, because if they kill it, then I just get to play Squee, and they've already used a removal spell. Next,
Okay.
Tyx. I'm definitely not gonna race them, but I'm hoping I can draw like another card that demands an answer.
Yeah, it's just like in my position, you would never kill the Scamp because the Scamp is only doing. Oh, okay, there we go.
But that was not.
You can just do that. No, this is good because you can then cast a Squee. Obviously, casting it now is less ideal.
into Sunfall, yeah. Resolve and
Right, because then they just make it look dead. Yeah, that's not great.
Blech.
And they just get to go pass.
Okay.
Firebrand's not the worst.
So we start with this. The issue is this really plays into Sunfall.
It's true. Your whole deck really plays into Sunfall, though, so it's like there's nothing really else to do about it.
It's very true. Okay, go to damages. The damage.
I like it. We'll take 4. I'll make a token. And they're raising. They're like, yeah, we're winning this race.
Yeah, we have lords. We have ways to keep this going. That is the pain. Oh, the pain.
He has enough to make it a dude as well.
Howl Squad? No. However, we give it the haste? No.
No, because, yeah, just
Nah.
brick wallet.
Yeah, it does. This is real good. And we can't really, we just die in 2 swings. So.
Indeed, you do. Poetic, whatever.
It's poetic justice.
It is? Okay.
Poetic justice. They copy this.
We
It
gave a
dies.
flower in a dark room.
Block this. I think
No,
I could have like a good
draw.
draw. I could have a good draw.
Moved in a dark room. Would you trust it? Don't copyright me. Okay, well, blockers, I guess.
So,
Blockers for
now
days.
we can attack with the scam.
Well, you'd add a removal spell. So if you have 2
Yeah.
blockers,
It's better.
you're on your haunches.
No.
And you just, I guess, hope to pang them in there. Oh, Mirex is going to be tricky.
And then they can copy it with the character.
Oh, and they get to make a token every time. Oh my god. Bro. This is the stage of the game that you don't want to be in.
It's true. And in my brain, I'm like, I'm winning. They're at 11. And in reality, that's all part of their plan.
It's all part of their plan.
They just don't want you to concede too early. If it gets too
Wait, create a token. Oh, because I guess if they would have created the incubation token, it would have been a 0-0.
Yep. But they can do that for a draw. Creature tokens get +2/+2. I should have shot the might before the ability resolved. Oh, this will work out fine. Fine. Oh, I should have sacked it to kill the mic. The might. That was 2 misplays in a row. Mine. Okay, so we have a house squad, and it's not really gonna do enough. They leveled up their caretaker's talent to level 3.
Oof.
And now things are giant.
Yeah.
Combat.
Well,
Smack.
Decide boarding.
Or we were playing best of 1.
To the next game.
To the next game. Good game, opponent. Okay. Make sure that the
GG's OP.
camera works. Perfect. Yes, the con is still going tomorrow. We're probably going to play like one more brawl match, and then I'm probably going to call it tonight. How long we been streaming? Hour 37. So
Yeah, pretty decent.
a good chunk of time. And then here we'll do one more brawl game. Cole, do you wanna play the goblins?
Sure. Why not?
There, take a seat.
Let's do it.
You can pilot the amalgam of Jack.
I can send us a particular play.
Oh my god!
After. I will say, we should sign up for that mega draft now, though.
Yes, definitely.
So you can do it on your end, and I'll do it on my end as well.
Deal.
But we can figure that out later. Okay, so this is 1-1-4-4-6, and this is historic.
You can skirk into your legend. You can like fanatical firebrands cast your legend on 2.
Oh, we're playing brawl. I see.
Yeah, much more chill.
Okay, that's fine then. I gotta turn mouse acceleration off on your computer.
What be that?
So your mouse has a certain mouse sensitivity, right?
Yeah.
But the way that Windows has it configured by default is that depending on how fast you flick your mouse, it will actually increase your sensitivity the faster you flick it. Versus if you go slow, it maintains the linear sensitivity. So you can turn that off in settings, and it makes it feel a lot more like, at first it'll feel weird, but trust me, once you have it off, it's like, oh, this is way better.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right, let's kill the dude.
It's so good. What you're doing is so good.
Thanks, homie. I appreciate you believing in me. I've come to raid Jack's setup. I'm gonna have to get him a new chair. This chair's not very comfy. Kind of has him leaning forward a little bit. We're gonna get Jack a better setup. Don't you worry. He deserves one. He deserves one. I trust it. I believe in it. All right, so Cultivate got a forest. Looks like we're 2 mountain, 2 forests in. They're all snow covered, by the way. So that's the thing. 3 mana. I'm thinking we just play our guy now. Krenko would be decent, but then he died to a removal spell. That'd be really sad. So let's just do this. We'll have bodies to work with Skirk. Yeah. Yeah. This is the way. Love 5 mana, do nothing. Love that for us. Hope we don't die next turn.
Oh my god, they got Exynos in play.
Yeah, they did. We can cast a Muxus. Muxus does not have haste.
Well, Mux is for the win. Do it.
I want to cast Krenko this turn, and then I'll Muxus next turn off the tokens so that our board isn't like compromised.
That's fair. They might die from the Muxes though.
They might, yeah.
But
This could have been a misplay for sure.
No. I like the crank out because it guarantees the win next turn.
Maybe. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see.
With the Goblin Bombardment, it does.
I could Goblin Bombardment out so that if they play a 3 toughness creature, I could kill it.
Well, it also do that because it also saves you from Pyroclasm.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if my misplays cost us here. 6/6 trample. Whenever one of our creatures with trample deal combat damage. Player can XX with trample or X the amount of damage those creatures. But yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna let that go through. I'm gonna let you smack me for 12, and you get to make it 12/12. So good for you. Great for you.
A big bad boy.
Love that.
That's only one blocker opponent.
Indeed, that is a seemingly insignificant amount of blockers here. Let's just do this. And then that way we can save our Krenko for the next time.
Only 2, okay.
Okay, we got Lackey and we got a Breaches.
No, we just tap Krenko.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that part.
You were right to be like, we have to play Krenko first. You were very right.
Breaches with that fantastic line of text. Let's go.
Breaches doing a great on-crop crasher impersonation. Like, angry donut face. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to do another one?
It's good. No, I'll leave it at 1 just because that was nice and succinct. I didn't want to get bogged down into like some control matchup.
Definitely.
Where they stabilize against me more than you.
I love the grinds. So let me see. We'll do one more and then I'm probably gonna end the stream there. I like to do like a standard segment, so we do a whole standard event. We go through like 5 whole matches, best of 3, and then we do like 4 or 5 brawl matches, and that way like the standard players can watch, and then the EDH casual players can watch.
This game is terrible.
Seems slightly better.
Having 1-drop seems really good, but like I don't know how many 1-drops you play, so
It's really hard in like brawl to like justify it. You also play like 100 card singleton. It's like hard to justify more than like 6, right? Especially because we don't have like soaring or anything.
Oh, totally.
They're playing vehicles or mounts. Journey to Nowhere is good. They might just be playing control. In which case, I'm going to run out the crank first, punch for damage.
They're definitely not playing control because they're vehicle mounts.
Mm-hmm. No, but like I'm thinking because I see this is like not really that played.
Yeah.
So this means they probably have a lot of these effects, or
Maybe
like something like that.
Yeah. Loot. Before he became fucking swole.
Loot's really good because we get to bounce with her 3/3 and make the one dude that pings. They get to eat the dude, but that means that we take 3, which is good for us. Next turn we get to go Lord plus Bombardment. Give the Lord haste if they have nothing else. Pretty.
Caster Trailblazer.
That's kind of fine.
Are they casting for 1? Okay. And what does loot tap to do?
Loot taps 6 mana, top 6. Reveal a creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands. Let them in the battlefield. So 6 mana.
That's pretty bad.
Just slam something, but you have to have a lot of lands.
That's fine.
Which we are okay with.
Bloodman.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything in this game.
No, it doesn't.
We are going to play the dropkick bomb.
This is a good play. This gives all your dudes beef. And then they're beefy.
Kill on that. Would like to attack and get a trigger.
Oh, you didn't went off for the attack with the 3/3?
I'll trade here.
Oh, because of 1/4 bounces, I see.
Yeah. And then I keep getting this attack triggered.
Yeah, true.
And they don't draw cards.
Okay.
Sentinel is totally fine.
Sentinel is fine. Arena of Glory in hand is decent too. Just in case you draw a Krenko.
I think, yeah, I was going to say the best top deck is either Krenko or Muxus. Sure. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at
That's
all.
not what we wanted.
Cycling.
Lifelink, Rutrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think.
I just kind of want to smash.
I was gonna say, I don't think Blood Moon does anything.
No, it doesn't. It turns off their ability to cast a double white card right now, which is, well, if they're trying to cast Flagship, it actually does do something. It turns their green-white land into a mountain.
Also turns their arena.
Yeah, so it's like, where are they at? They're at right now. They're at 5 mana sources.
6.
So they would need to have like a soul land or an ability to make an extra mana to cast the Flagship next turn. So you don't necessarily need to worry about it for another
They
turn.
can play an additional land.
There you go. So yeah, if they go plains forest, then you want to play Blood Moon. But if they go plains, it doesn't actually matter.
I will pay 1. Combat.
We found the situation where it matters.
Attack.
It's a 1/4. Attacking with your 3/3. I guess it technically offers the trade. Is that not what you wanted? You just didn't want to trade?
Yeah, I'd rather keep this around.
Okay.
Damage is fine. So they're taking 3.
Do we want to sack a goblin and kill their line of elf? Deny him the mana?
Probably. We also. The list is nothing.
It's just a ETB, yeah.
We can kill their loot.
Kill the loot. Loot could be activated next turn if you don't kill any. But
I think I like sacking to kill them.
yeah, I'll keep them off of the loot activation too.
That's a great point.
Just kidding. If they play 2 lands, then they can activate loot, but that's okay. We're keeping them off Flagship this way. If they have plains in hand, then they can't cast Flagship, which is nice.
That's a good point.
Any other line that we took would allow them to do that, though. This is good.
Yulia does nothing on this board.
True. They can give a dude lifelink for 2 mana, but like, yeah, that's like so far away from doing anything remotely. Scorching shot for what?
The loot. Okay. I think that's worth it. Because now they can't bounce.
Okay. What happens when you throw all your goblins at them?
They die.
So if you go red, make all your goblins fly.
This one can't fly. This would be.
So it would be
7.
7 goblin bombardments in play.
So it'd be
9, 10, 11. Okay. So not a reason to go all out just yet.
Probably next turn. Attacks. Attack trigger.
But you can just like kill their whole board with goblin bombardment, which is nice.
It is really crazy.
It might still be the move. So they're like trade.
I think that's fine.
This is way better for us if they do that. Okay. Understandably.
They just take it? What?
Now they die, right? No,
It's
they
like
don't.
not
necessarily
now,
die.
but like very soon.
Do we pop the bird?
Yeah, definitely pop the bird. If we pop bird last turn, bird. Last turn, we pop in this bird.
Yeah, they're struggling to make it happen.
Yeah, I feel like this is why like this card. First off,
Bombardment plus
So
your Impact Tremors card is really nice. Ooh, okay. Lifelink. Does it have indestructible?
No.
So then we kill it.
we sack a little bird.
I would sack your legend so you can replay it next turn. It'll be 5 mana, but you have that available.
No. Target this one.
Feels weird, but I think this is the right play.
No, you're right.
You can even give it haste too. So
Sadly, no.
oh, you're right.
But they'll be like a billion years. Oh, this card's
Yeah,
amazing.
and you got like see, and this lets you like play your land, and then
So
you
let's
can
draw
fucking.
2. You can draw. That's okay. I guess I might have paid 1, but if we hit 1 land,
And then we get to chain whirler them. Hear me out.
Yeah,
Is chain whirler better? Can you
we
give chain
we
whirler?
don't get the impact.
What is
tremors
drop
and
kick
the
bombers
attacker.
template? Does it give it flying and haste or just flying?
Just flying.
Hmm.
I think I like this first because this is going to be more damage overall.
It's also
Because-
using your mana more efficiently, so I don't hate that.
I get a dude. I don't get to solve the case though. That's the one downside to this line.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This puts enough bodies in the field where I think they have to chump it. This is good.
Horse is the chump, yeah. Okay. Now they're looking at their hand like, what just happened to me?
Okay, Bailoff is good.
Bailoff to 9
But
is going to be pretty good.
Like I say, but I think we still get there.
Seer
Definitely
Slicer.
get there. 2
Yeah,
impact
giving
tremor
you-
triggers.
Yeah, 2. And that's
And then the chain wheeler, and then the seer slicer at the EOT.
so it's 4 extra damage between the chain roller entering tremors, ping with train roller, seer slicer entering ping, and the token being made from seer slicer as well.
We're just gonna do this. Block what you want.
Oh, I guess
Actually,
we could have given flying.
I just say you did. I just say you die now.
There you go. Very good.
GG's. Well played.
And now you've died.
And now you have died. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate you being here. The Valor Vehicle? Yes, thank you, Alex. Alex was in the chat saying, hey, Jack, you need to know the Valor Vehicle is a real threat right now.
Yeah.
Cole's got my back. I appreciate you, Alex. You're awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all being here, and we'll be back tomorrow with more MagicCon and the Standard Grind for the following week.
Hell
And
yeah.
Cole, I'm really excited to have you out here. Thank you for being here. Cole, I just want to say that you're like one of the best parts about playing Magic is hanging out with you, and you're my best friend in the entire world.
Agreed.
I really appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah, homie. This has been real. And I hope to do this more often. This is going to be a good time, I'm sure. So, yeah, tune in for more. We're going to be taking a break for tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace. Sick.